This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will get first crack at it today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Fakes to grab.
run the slant route day one. And this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. The Bearcats brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Pryor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And he's all bottled up. And now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Bearcats line up to punt it. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt-covered unit. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Split backs here. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Parker. Tackled there by the defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quickly complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. And And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. The sure hands, it's Pryor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The mighty Utah student section arrive and bring in the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On the run, it's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The quick out. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback moving. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that one.
Wide open spaces. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Dampier. He's got the back in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utes!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he wasn't.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll send the back in motion. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Creates a little room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero. Knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's a 20. He's got space. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. One team will run rise in the ACC standings, while the other...
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Caldwell. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sorsby. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the ground with the back. Runs for the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Looking for space. It's Rodgers. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. stomping has commenced. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 17 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Working the middle. It's complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jennings. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
First down for the offense.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down will open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Kearney on the Jets. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do it.
Looking deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. That's reeled in, it's Caldwell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Utes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Got him downfield. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Bray. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody...
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
325.
The give is to Williams. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Bearcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give to the left side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Sorsby. Nice move there. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Allen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. Because the defense is...
He'll take a shot. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gets the back moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Utah.
Line gets set. First down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Flips it out in the flat. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes the catch. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great